That's a Selah moment right there. I'm dying empty of everything that God put inside of me. Hello, everyone. This is Coach Fullwood. Just want to let you know that I am back. Forgive me for my inconsistency, but I got some good stuff for you guys tonight. I'm going to talk about the mindset growth. It's going to take several episodes, if you will, several broadcasts for me to get this out to you. But it's something that's really going to have you. I want you really to think within yourself about this. So, what is the mindset? What do I mean when I say a mindset growth? A mindset growth, if you don't have a mindset growth, then you're not going to be able to grow mentally. And I know it kind of sounds really, really basic and really plain, but think about this. Do you not know people, if it's not yourself, that you believe what you believe, and that's it? You're not changing, even though everything else is changing around you, but you're not changing. Your thoughts are still the same. Your processing still the same. You don't care if even somebody presents you with the truth. You're still going to think exactly how you feel. This is how I feel. This is how I think. This is how I process things, period, point blank. That's it. So you don't have a mindset growth. Your mind does not grow because you're stuck in your belief systems. This is what I know. This is what works good for me. That's it. That's all. So, and how can your mind change? Your mind cannot change if you don't have a mindset growth. If you don't have a willingness to grow, if you don't have a willingness to learn more, to process more, to obtain more, even to become a better person, then what I'm about to tell you is not going to help you tonight. It may help you down the road. Thank God it's recorded, but we're talking about a mindset growth. Okay, so a mindset growth is basically means believing that you can change your thoughts and your behaviors. Is really that simple. Believing that you can change your thoughts and your behaviors. Now, I'm going to give you a little clue to let you know that you've been operating in a mindset growth. If you know that there's one area in your life that you're no longer operating that way, thinking that way, have the behaviors of that, then you've had a mindset growth in that area. That's what it is. You've had a mindset growth in that area. You don't behave, you don't respond so quickly like you used to, and you begin to process what's happening. So now you realize I don't have to respond to this person when they come at me this way, when they say particular things at me. You've just had a mindset growth. You've made a change within yourself not to react when a certain individual or a group of individuals with the same behaviors but different faces come at you, but you have told yourself, I'm not going to respond that way any longer. Okay? So, going back, if you don't believe in changing, you won't change. If you don't believe within yourself that you can change your behaviors, you can change your actions, you can be successful, if you don't believe in none of those things, then you don't have a mindset growth. Okay? If you believe in what people have said about you and you come into agreement with that, then that's who you become without any effort. Your mind will begin to accept what has been said about you which I'm not trying to go biblical tonight, but it's word curses. You're believing, well, you're not going to be any good. You're going to be just like your father, or you're going to be just like your uncle, or whoever is not doesn't have a good reputation within the family per se. Then you're going to become that. But if you have a growth mindset, if somebody says to you, well, you know what? I see the same traits in you that's in your uncle. So you're going to be just like them. And within yourself, you're like, oh, no, I'm not. I love my uncle, ain't nothing against him, but I'm not going to be like him. My behaviors is not going to be like him. The rest of my life is not going to turn out to be like them. So it's if you want to use it, it's a natural rebuke to what's been said about you. But in your mind, you know, I'm not going to turn out that way. I'm not going to be an alcoholic like the rest of the family is. I'm not going to turn to other devices to numb my pain like I've seen majority of my friends. No, you have a mindset growth that you are in control of not being like the rest of whatever that situation is. Okay, so I want to talk about the locus of control. Locus of control. LOCUS, not locust like grasshoppers, but LOCUS, locus of control. Locus of control, and this may be you, and if so, it's okay. It's what I'm here for. Is what you believe is not and is not within your control. What you believe is and is not within your control. So if something happens to you, well, it is what it is, and I have no control over it. How many people do you know like that? Are you one of them? Okay, are you one of them that think this way? Some people feel like life is simply happening to them, like they're a victim of whatever might happen. And so you have people out there that's like, if something tragic happens to them or whatever, well, you know, this must be how my life is going to be. I'm so used to this. I've been living like this all my life, and I'm used to things not going good for me. And you hearing the sob stories and the pity party and the woe is me. I'm just accepting life for what it is. They've given up control and have accepted outside circumstances to dictate how their life's going to be. Are you one of them? Are you one of them? Okay. This is what we call an external locus of control. External, meaning that these outside circumstances and situations, they control me. They control me. Okay? They control me. Do you allow outside circumstances to control you? I'm going to give you a very simple one right here. It's raining. Might be a little bit of thundering outside. You had plans today. Oh, I'm not going to go outside now. It's raining. I don't want to get wet. But you have priorities that you have to and you need to get done. Now you have control internally to still continue on about your day. And say, so what? I'm going to get wet a little bit. So what? You know what? God's just watering the earth. Or I heard somebody saying, you know what? When it's raining, God is cleansing the earth. However way you want to look at it. But you still have to get things done. Rain, snow, shining, whatever. You still got to get things done. But with those who think externally will allow the weather to hinder their purpose for the day. They'll crawl back in bed. They'll do a Netflix and chill. They'll overeat because they're in the house and they're bored. And so here's the negative effects to what's going on. But my question is, why would you allow weather to dictate your productivity for the day? You are procrastinating getting some things accomplished because it's raining. It's thundering. Okay. So other people believe they are in control of their lives. So even when something happens to them that appears to come from the outside, they still see how they have power over the outcome. This is what we call internal locus of control. Internal locus of control. Rain doesn't personally, rain does not bother me. Rain does not stop me from going, getting in my truck and doing what I need to do. I'm not worried about strong winds. Now, if it's a tornado warning, things like that, of course, you use wisdom, you take safety. But just the normal rain or wind, or it's a little cold outside, so you don't want to put on, you don't want to bundle up just to get some things done. What if you don't have the opportunity to do those things again? What if you don't have the opportunity to get those things done again because you have allowed weather to dictate the outcome of your life for that particular day? All right, let's move on. We've only got a few minutes left. So how do you develop an internal locus of control and feel empowered about your life? So, okay, Coach Fullwood, how can I do this? How can I have an internal locus of control and stop letting the outside external things control me? Okay, here we go. So what we have to do is we have to develop a bias toward action. Okay. In other words, is that you feel like your life is out of your control. So you're unlikely to take action because you don't believe it'll make a difference. Some people who may have failed at taking a test, trying to get, say, their driver's license, and after a while, you know what? It ain't gonna make no difference anyway. Why should I keep taking this test? And all I'm gonna do is fail, or all I'm gonna do is miss this, whatever. Matter of fact, great example. I have a good friend of mine. She's been doing my taxes for like 20 years, and she's been taking this test to get into nursing school, and she would miss it 3 points, 1 point, 5 points, 2 points, taking it over and over and over again for years. And over this past month, she finally passed it. She got over that hump, and now she has just started nursing school. What if she would have quit? She did not allow the outside external things of failing and missing. It was in math. Math was the subject. She did not allow it to quit. Having to drive at least an hour every time to go take this test. She did not allow it. She's like, no, regardless of my failures, this is not going to be the result of my life. I'm going to get in nursing school. So she knew she was not going to allow it to be a difference in her life, regardless of how many times she's failed. I'm going to get this. I'm going to achieve this. Okay, let me hurry up. I got a minute and a half. So you have a bias toward inaction. You have a bias toward inaction. You do something fails, relationships, it didn't go right this time, didn't go right this other time. You know what? I'm done. I'm through, period. Okay? So in order to overcome this, you can begin to take action and see what happens. So you never know what's going to happen if you don't take action. You don't know what the result's going to be. And so, okay, now I'm here. Don't allow fear to cripple you from going after what you desire. Okay? So doing this over time shows yourself that you have more influence over your life than you thought. Your persistency in achieving and being successful in the things that you desire is showing you within that you have charge over your life. You have influence over your life. So you develop a bias toward action, right? You develop a bias toward action, meaning you believe you're the type of person who takes action to influence your own life. This in turn develops your internal locus of control and makes you feel empowered to direct your own life. It gives you confidence to continue to press through when normally you would just give up and say, hey, woe is me. All right, my time is up. This is Coach Fullwood. I got some more stuff for y'all, but I'm going to save it for next Sunday. So share this if it was something helpful. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Apostle Perry, I see you on Instagram. Bless you. To Apostle Patricia over here on Facebook land and everybody else that could be listening to the replay. God bless you. I am about to be out of here. That's a Selah moment, right?